On the 2nd of December, Russian and Ukrainian forces engaged each other in Avdiivka, Bakhmut, Luhansk, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions. Russian forces in the Avdiivka pocket relentlessly pressed their attacks around the city, securing ground to the south of Stepove. This advance jeopardizes both the village and the coke plant, putting Ukrainian supply lines and troops defending Avdiivka at risk of encirclement. At the same time, the Russians maintained their probing assaults along the Vodyane-Optyne line, seeking weaknesses in the resilient Ukrainian defenses. In the industrial zone, Russian forces solidified their positions, regrouping and readying for future offensives. The overall situation in Avdiivka remains precarious for Ukrainian forces, who face the constant threat of being encircled by the Russians. Meanwhile, in the Bakhmut area, Russian forces continued assault operations north of Bakhmut near Vodyane-Optyne and south of Bakhmut near Klishchivka. In the north of Bakhmut, Russian forces are reported to have advanced into fields east of Vodyane-Optyne, which prompted a Ukrainian retreat from the area, with other attacks near Kherson and Ivanivka being repelled. While in the south of Bakhmut, Russian forces attacked near Klishchivka, where they failed to make any progress, and near Avdiivka, where they captured several Ukrainian positions. These latest gains by the Russians can be attributed to the arrival of fresh brigades. Moving to the Luhansk region, Russian forces continued localized offensive operations along the Kupiansk-Stepove line with no reported gains, while Ukrainian forces attacked near Kreminna and gained ground west of Dniprova, which will open up the possibility of direct attacks on the settlement and its surrounding forest area. There were also reports of the Ukrainians expanding their fortifications in the direction of Kupiansk and Borova in an attempt to defend against future Russian attacks. In the western Zaporizhia region, the situation remains largely unchanged, as both Ukrainian and Russian forces engage in a series of counterattacks, with neither side making significant advances. The Ukrainian attacks south of Robotyne and north of Verbove yielded no gains, but the Russians are reported to have recaptured unspecific positions near Robotyne. The ongoing exchange of counterattacks in western Zaporizhia underscores the persistent stalemate in the region. While both sides seek to gain an advantage, neither has been able to achieve a decisive breakthrough. And lastly, in the Kherson region, Ukrainian forces continue to hold positions on the east bank of the Dnieper River and are conducting counter-battery fire on Russian positions. While in Kryniki, Russian sources report repelling a Ukrainian advance in the forest area around the settlement, and that Russian forces are trying to push Ukrainians out of the town, but due to effective drone and artillery strikes they were unable to do so. Overall, the situation in Ukraine remains tense, as both sides are trying to get the upper hand in this war of attrition. More videos on this topic are on the way, so make sure you like, comment and subscribe. It helps immensely.